Yes, hello. Yes, sir. It's Wednesday night. Yes, fantasy football night. That's correct. Line is forming to the right. Yeah, both fantasy leagues as well as the Survivor League. Correct. We'll be covering all that, sir. Yeah, some people did look like shit this week. Yeah, there were some that looked all right. We'll get to all that. Yes, ma'am. Mini bars open. It's always open. VIP to the right. Line is to the left, please. Yes, Wednesday night, fantasy football night. Always in season. Hardcore Challenge Live, yes. Commish is in the house, yes, he will be hosting. Yeah, it's not just silver and black tonight. Unfortunately, we do have fans of other teams that stop by on Wednesday nights. It is fantasy football night, man. I know. Normally we would toss them out, but some of these are hardcore challenge owners, man. Yes, show will be starting very soon. Thank you for joining us. These guys like to run a tight show. Enjoy the show.
T-minus 1 minute. T-minus 50 seconds. T-minus 40 seconds. T-minus 30 seconds. T-minus 20 seconds. Ten, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 0.
Rips the helmet off Rudolph's head and then eventually swings it and hits him in the head.
1, 2, 3, where you not hardcore? Let you live hardcore. And the legend of the rich was way hardcore. Yeah! Now we're rocking.
What's up, fantasy football fans, members of the Raider Nation, owners of the Hardcore Challenge, members of our Survivor League? Welcome to another edition of Hardcore Challenge Live, which of course is the pinnacle of fantasy football competition. So thank you for joining us, each and every damn one of you. We are very, very close to the kickoff of our new seasons. Everything is, we've got the Hardcore Challenge OG League draft this weekend, season 16, 32 owners. That's going down this weekend, this Sunday, and we're going to be live for that for the first round of both the AFC and the NFC. It'll be a staggered start. So we've got that. The following weekend on Labor Day night is the All Raider Nation League Fantasy League Draft. And then, of course, the Survivor League kicks off in conjunction with your National Football League season. We got Season 3 of the All Raider Nation Hardcore Challenge League, Season 2 of our Survivor League, and we got spots in both of those if you're interested in getting in. Let's get to it. We got a lot to hit tonight. It's going to be a short show, but and then next week we'll start getting into more of the meat of the league as the actual action begins. League buy-ins. We're down to one left, one man standing in the OG League. I will not shame him because I've already talked to him and I know it's coming. I'm not worried about it. That's why we're moving along and it's on its way. So we'll be taken care of in the OG League very, very soon. We do have 3 spots available in the All Raider Nation League. 3 spots available. That's all. We've got one spot. One spot in the Great White North. Team number 5. Team 17 in the Elite East. The Wild West is full. And we have one spot, Team 16, in the Dirty South Division. It is a $50 buy-in. You're playing for an autographed Devontae Adams jersey, $500 in cash, and a large Raider Reaction prize pack. All of the division champions in the All Raider Nation League will be getting a Raider Reaction prize pack. So if you're interested in getting in, there's only 3 spots left. The draft is in about a week and a half. It's on Labor Day night at 7 p.m. Eastern. It is a live draft. The night before, we will be doing a live draft lottery to pick draft positioning. And I will be setting the final schedule next week. The schedule is not finalized. You're going to play a divisional schedule. You play all your divisional rivals twice, just like the National Football League. And I'll be setting that up next week. I just wanted to make sure whether this was going to be a 20-team league this year or a 16-team league. And it looks like it's going to be a 20. We just need to get 3 more people locked down. So message us your info. All we need is your email address, and we can get you an invoice and get you an invite to get in the league and get you locked down for some fantasy football action over here at Raider Reaction. All right, back to where we were. Keepers. Keepers for the big league. Wrong thing. Taking down banners. It's not where we go. League buy-ins. All right. Keepers have locked for the OG League. And we only had one hiccup. There's always one, man. There's always one. We won't put him on blast, but there was one guy who picked 5 keepers, so we filled out his 6th one for him. We reminded him, and he had shit going on. See, this is why we try to have them locked down early, because in case something happens, you have it taken care of. He was traveling. He made a mistake, didn't put a last keeper selection in, so it is what it is. We won't shame him for being a little slow. But the keepers are locked for both the OG League and the Aaron. Right on. I got your info. Can you message that to the page, Aaron? Can you send it through Messenger to the page, and I'll get you locked down, man. So the keepers are locked. Keepers are locked for this season. You had 6 keepers, 2 of them defensive mandatory for the OG League. It is a dynasty keeper league that we have in the OG League. You carry a core team season to season with you. I'm coming in with Joe Burrow for the Raw Dog Nation. Joe Burrow at quarterback, I'm keeping. Jamar Chase, Adam Thielen, Josh Jacobs, Robert Spillane, and C.J. Mosley at linebacker. Those are my keepers. I thought I did send the invoice, JoJo, but I'll go look. I'll go look. I'll make sure. I thought I did send it. We'll get there. Mental note. I'll look. QA/QC on the league. If you're in the big league, make sure you look over your stuff. Make sure you got the proper draft position that you should have. Make sure your schedule's right. Just look over everything in general that's associated with your team. Send us a message if you see anything that may be an error or that you just have question on, and we'll go back and look. I'm looking all the way through. I know the other guys are looking too that are on the rules committee with me in the OG League. We're trying to make sure that it's got to be tight when the draft starts. I'm pretty sure everything is correct now. But I found a couple errors on the master spreadsheet, and I've already went back and corrected that. It was more like typos and silly little shit. But I went back and I've corrected that. So it's constantly until draft day, where it's and draft day's getting closer, so we're down to days. So make sure you take a look at everything. Draft day is this Sunday night. This Sunday night for the OG League. AFC starts at 6 p.m. Eastern. We will be live about 5 minutes before that with first round coverage. The NFC starts at 6:30 p.m. Eastern, so it's a staggered start. The first round of both will be going on at the same time, and we'll be covering it all the way through the end of the first round of the NFC, or at least until I get fucking bored with covering it. One or the other. Sometimes it takes a little long, and I even get fucking bored with it. But I feel the first round is important, and I do like to cover it because even if it's not the most exciting thing, it does record it for, you know, prosperity. If we want to go back and look at anything, we've got it recorded, the whole draft recorded. So there is reason to do it, even though it's not always the most exciting thing to fucking watch, unless you're one of the owners in the league. You know, if you're not in the league, I get it where it would be a little boring. If you don't want to play fantasy football, you ain't got time for fantasy football, you ain't interested, but you want to join in on our Wednesday shows, you want to be in one of the leagues that we follow all the way through, you want to be talked about how awesome you are in your football mind, well, we do have our Survivor League. It's Raider Reaction Season 2 Survivor League. Gabe, Raider Richie, he won the last year's inaugural Survivor League. I came in second. I ran him out there but he ultimately took me down in the end. But we are going Season 2 of our Survivor League. It is only a $25 buy-in to get in the Survivor League. Half of your buy-in, $12.50, goes into the pot. The winner gets an autographed Davante Adams jersey, the buy-in pot, plus a large Raider Reaction prize pack. Solid for $25. So if you're interested in getting in, same thing. All you gotta do is send us your email address. We'll send you an invoice. We'll send you an invite to get in the league. Right now, I've got quite a few invoices out, but we've got 12 people confirmed in right now. So we are getting we got a good field. We had 19 last year. I'd like to have more than we had last year. I'd like to always grow the Survivor League. I was gonna be on it a little earlier this season. But, you know, it's all right. It seems though, as you get closer to the season, more people get interested about getting in these things because now they know they've got to get in them now. And there's really nothing that you have to do for the Survivor League. We just need to get you in before the season starts, and you make your pick before kickoff on that first Thursday night. Every Thursday night, you got to come in here. You got to select a winner. You got to go through the teams. You got to pick one winner each week. You can't pick the same team twice. Last man standing wins. It is a straight up Survivor League, so if you're interested in getting in, message the page and we will get you in. We will be doing Game of the Week again, highlighting a Game of the Week in both of our fantasy football leagues. The OG League going into Season 16 as well as Season 3 of our All Raider Nation League. We will be highlighting a game of
It's time
Is this not why you were here?
for the Hardcore Challenge Game of the Week.
And what we're playing for, I've mentioned it several times throughout the show, but I want everybody to know, if you're wanting to get in the league, what we play for here. What we play for in the OG League, it is $1,000 to win the Hardcore Challenge OG League. There are 32 owners in it. It runs. We've got an AFC. We got an AFC, and we've got an NFC. AFC champion battles the NFC champion in the Hardcore Bowl. Oh! What did I do? Switch screens. There we go. 32 owners. What we play for in this league is $1,000 to win, $500 for runner-up. You get a championship ring. Gary's is on his way. It's a nice ring, Gary. I think you're going to be pleased. And your name goes on our Stanley Cup type Hardcore Challenge Championship, the Mandich Cup. $1,000, $500. If you just win your conference, you end up losing in a Hardcore Bowl. So that's a solid pull. Over in the All Raider Nation League, to win the All Raider Nation, it looks like it's going to be a pool of 20, split into 4 divisions this season. All Raider Nation League's $500 in cash, autographed Davante Adams jersey, and a large Raider Reaction prize pack to the winner. We have 3 spots left, one in the Great White North, one in the Elite East, one in the Dirty South. If you're interested in getting in, looks like one of them spots may already be gone. Aaron's already thrown his email address up in the chat. We'll be shooting that over to him. So it may only be 2 spots left. And if you're interested in getting in the Survivor League, you're also playing for an autographed Devontae Adams jersey. Half of the pot, which is $12.50, half of each $25 buy-in, and a large Raider Reaction prize pack. So, $25 to get in the Survivor League, $50 to get in the Fantasy Football League. If you're interested in getting in, we just need your email address. You've got less than 2 weeks, really, to get in both. You got 2 weeks to get in the Fantasy, or in the Survivor League, and about a week and a half to get in the Fantasy League. So, don't dick around. If you're interested in getting in, hit us up, because the season is about to roll, and then you're going to be sitting there like, fuck, man, why didn't I get in? Why didn't I get in? We're going to start, of course, the show hasn't, there's not much to highlight yet. Right now, it's dotting the I's, crossing the T's, making sure we got everything right, making sure the buy-ins are in, making sure we get the leagues filled. It's all the bullshit, not the exciting shit. I get it. Next week we get into it. We're going to have a draft this weekend. That means everybody's going to have a team. That means I, as the commish, get to now sit back, look at everybody's team, look at what they did through the draft, who they kept, and we'll be doing our predictions. We'll be doing our predictions special next week for the OG League. And then, we'll touch on some of the nuts and bolts of the other things that we need to get ready for the other leagues. And then the following week, following the All Raider Nation League, the day before the season literally kicks off, we'll be doing our All Raider Nation League prediction special, and I will be picking all the division winners, all the way down to the champion, as well as the dumpster fire of the season. Because somebody's going to finish first, and somebody's ultimately going to finish last. So, and then we'll get into Game of the Weeks. I will probably do Game of the Weeks on the same show as the prediction special for the All Raider Nation Leagues, because the next day with the season will kick off, so we'll do Game of the Weeks, and we're going to start getting into it. And then we'll be doing Spin Around the Leagues. We'll be following all the games. It's a lot more exciting and a lot more interactive when we actually have games and shit to talk about. So, everything's about to start in the fantasy football world. If you're interested in getting in and playing with us over here at the pinnacle of fantasy football competition, because, man, if you ain't playing in a hardcore challenge format, David learned last year. I'm not going to put him on blast too much, but he learned last year. David had followed and watched our fantasy football shows for years at Raider Reaction. He's an avid fantasy football player, wanted to play. There's never any openings in our OG league because it's a hybrid keeper league. It's 16 seasons deep. This year we had a complete reboot. All owners came back. So everybody that watched our fantasy football shows, we didn't have a league for them to get in. That's why we started the All Raider Nation League a couple seasons ago, so that other people can get in. And now there's not a whole ton of spots in it season to season either, because a lot of those guys are returning. So if you want to get in, now's the time. But David wanted to get in and was talking all this smack, how he gonna come in, but then he got into the hardcore challenge format. We use individual defensive players. You have to pick a defensive lineman. You have to pick a linebacker. You have to pick a D-back. You have 2 defensive flex players. You pick a team defense. It's very different. There's a lot more scoring possibilities. The way we handle the waivers are different. The way we do everything is, we've worked over 2 decades to get the league set the way that we want it. It's not just me. It's been a cumulative effort of other owners, our rules committee, all the way through. Guys that have vested interest in our big league, and we have tweaked the rules to what it is now. And it is not your fucking basic PPR league or your fucking 12-person who you're playing with your fucking sister, your auntie, your fucking cousin, your buddy at work. It's not that type of league. All of these guys game all the way through, start to finish. There are no fucking gimme W's. We want to be the spoilers at the end of the season. Everybody plays. That is the number 1 rule in the Hardcore Challenge. You play your motherfucking team from week 1 all the way through. Every week you field a competitive team. You can do things to set up for the next season. You can make trades, obviously, to maybe lessen your team and pick up draft picks. And you can do things like that, yes. But you must field a competitive team every fucking week. That's the number one rule. Play your goddamn team. Because if you don't play your team, you will not be back. We've tossed owners mid-season and invited a new owner to take over their team. If you don't want to play, don't play. That's what makes fantasy football what it is having owners that are interactive and play along with you. That's all anybody wants in any game or anything that they play, is that everybody else is there to play too. That's what makes this a pinnacle of fantasy football competition, because we have taken the time to weed out the people that do not want to play. They think they want to play, but then when they start to lose, they lose interest. Nah, fuck that. You play. You show up, you strap it on, and you play every fucking week. Just like the guys do on the field that we're watching. Number one rule. So if you're interested in getting in, hit us up. We got some spots in the All Raider Nation League. We got spots to get you in the Survivor League. And the OG League draft is this weekend. Get ready, ladies and gentlemen, owners of the Hardcore Challenge. Season 16 is about to get down. Until next time, ladies and gentlemen, I'm out. Peace, love, Raider Nation.